Hello friends, this is a small video which will help school children, especially children who are in 7th, 8th and 9th standards, where they do not have any fear of examination. If they want to learn a new skill or learn new knowledge, especially these days when new things are coming up, children must know how to do that. Many children know, they understand that they have to read well for earning marks. In this video, I will just list 5 most important principles that at any time you can apply to learn new skills and new knowledge. 5 principles are: number 1, repeated practice. Repeat, repeat, repeat many times, as many times as possible to do anything. I will give an example. If you are learning a diagram of a cell having 18 labels to be made, then you cannot do it in one day, in 1 minute or at one go. So you have to practice several times. Whereas definition of a cell, like cell is a unit of structure and function, you can learn it very quickly. My grandson is doing his master's in Germany. I have seen him writing down the formulae of organic chemistry connected to DNA and RNA all over the board. He goes to bathroom, he writes in that in a blackboard. Like that, practice makes perfect. Therefore, practice is very important. And then reflection. When once you do several times practicing the same thing, that means any content or any skill for that matter. Another example I will give you here. If you want to add animation to a new slide, you have to practice several times. That I have experienced myself. While learning how to make presentations, I did not know how to make transitions and animations. I tried several times, at least 20, 30 times, same thing, again and again. I learned a few things. That skill I will not forget. Therefore, reflection means sitting down in a place and find out whether what you learned today you are able to repeat. You are able to practice what you learned. That is reflection. If you think your mind says, your brain says, no, you cannot do that, then you have to go back. And the third one is sustained and gradual change, especially skills which require the coordination of the brain, hands, and your knowledge by getting the information from the brain, using it on a equipment, then you require a sustained time. That means you have to practice enough and enough. Sometimes we know when we don't get an answer, we'll throw it away and go. Many times I have done that while making a presentation. Sometimes my video will go back 5 times, 6 times, 7 times because I have not pre-checked the settings. Then I threw the camera and went away. That means getting angry, getting anxious is not required. You must be calm and change should be gradual. The change can be gradual only when you practice several times, when you reflect upon that, and then change might be yours. Then when once it is done, to know whether you have the knowledge or you have learned it. Difference between knowledge and learning, education and learning. Reading a book, listening to a lecture is education for you. You get yourself educated. When you repeat that, when you tell others, then it is learning. If you cannot tell others, then it is only education. So our schools, our classrooms are today only making you to educate, but they are not allowing you to practice that. Therefore, you have to share this in a group. Peer learning means your friends, 2 or 3 people of the same class, discuss, have a dialogue, question them, answer them, ask them to ask you a question, write a diagram, share with your friends. All these things are what you call peer learning or group learning that consolidates your learning. And then creative exploration, especially in these days when you are practicing new ways of learning using your computer, using your mobile, then you have to go for creative exploration. You must know how I can make new things. I will give an example of my own. I was using my web camera for recording my my visuals and my sound system, my sound. Today I am using my mobile and a different sound system so that I can do well. So this is what you call exploration, find out new things. So children, I have told many things to you. I have no time to explain, nor you have more time to listen. So please try to remember 5 principles. Uh, Children, the 5 principles which I explained will be helpful to you if you make it a habit to use these principles in any learning. That will help you to learn any skill and any new knowledge. Credits. This particular idea of sharing it with school children is because I read recently a book on AI where the author explained these things, especially to learn the new skill called artificial intelligence and how to use it. But the same as a teacher of 60 years of experience, I am convinced that if you learn these 5 principles, you can apply it to any skill or any knowledge. This is what made me to make this particular video. I am grateful to Dr. David Del Shire. His book I read on basic of AI. You can read that also. The content of the PPT, design and narration by me. YouTube is publishing it. Thank you for them.